Hey everyone, welcome back to I Know a Guy. I'm Anthony, and this is the podcast where connections thrive. Each episode, we spotlight inspiring entrepreneurs, professionals, and individuals doing amazing things. Together, we'll grow your circle, spark collaborations, and discover new opportunities. Today, we're meeting Kimberly Vega, a clothing designer and founder of Zenith Soul, a brand dedicated to helping people express themselves through mindful, purpose-driven fashion. With a focus on empowerment and creativity, Kimberly creates wearable pieces that inspire confidence, authenticity, and inner strength. How are you doing today, Kimberly?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I was excited to have you on. I haven't had anybody on doing what you're doing, so I thought it was going to be a neat conversation. But to start off, where are you calling in from? Where are you located?
I am here in Stafford, Virginia.
Okay. You been there for a while, or are you newer to the area?
Been here for about 20, almost 21 years.
Okay, so you have your haunts. If you have friends coming into town that have never, visited before, where are you going? What are you doing, and what's for dinner?
Oh, let's see. I would love to go to DC. Up by the wharf, they have a lot of restaurants that are brand new, rooftop, very elegant and classy. So I would highly recommend checking those out.
Awesome. Yeah. What? I guess if what's your go-to? Like, if you have friends coming in, like, what's the fun thing that you do?
There's a bar, ironically, that is like a kind of like an escape room that you go to, and you get to try to escape, or a little an explosion happens. So it's up near the vortex.
Okay, well, I'm not going. I don't want to get blown up because I am for sure not making it out. So I got you. Awesome. Well, what can you tell us about what you're doing? What can you tell us about Zen The Soul?
So I am a veteran-owned business, prior Army, and I decided to walk away from my 20-year career at the Pentagon to start this endeavor because I really believed in it and just felt like a calling and a connection to it.
Okay. Well, kind of how did that get started? You said you had been with the Pentagon, been in the military for years. Obviously, this isn't what you wanted to do from the beginning. What kind of made that transition for you?
I had gained weight with having children, and I struggled with finding time for the gym. And then when I went to the gym, I was bored. Like, I didn't feel fun going to the gym at all. Like, it felt very disconnected for me. And so I decided to start thinking of unique clothing ideas and workout ideas for clothes and utilizing that to make myself feel better and motivated to go.
Okay. So is that what Zenith Soul is? Is this mostly like workout clothes, or what can you tell us about it?
I'm a combination of things. So I do energy healing through Master Reiki, and I'm also a certified sound therapist. And that kind of inspired my clothing line because of like the zodiacs and feeling connected to like who we are. Like, I'm a Virgo, so there's certain colors that help a Virgo stand out, and actually embrace their energy. And so once I figured that out and had fun with it, I created a Rep Your Zodiac line.
Okay, I got you. What is it that you love most about what you're doing?
Just seeing people find things that make them feel good about themselves and motivated, whether it's just to get out and go to the store and do your run of the meal errands, or to, like, I don't know, just feel good about going to the gym and being authentically yourself and feeling good in what you're wearing.
Okay, I got you. Awesome. When you're looking at like your average client or the best people that you can help serve, what does that look like, or what are the kind of commonalities between everybody that you're able to provide help to?
So I get a lot of people who purchase that do a lot of yoga, Pilates, but it's designed just for anybody. I've had a few people that's purchased in a couple of different states and countries that just like to wear them. They're just like, I'm a proud Leo, so they love wearing their Leo clothing out on the streets and just feeling good.
Okay, is it mostly Leos doing that, or
Leo has been my largest one so far.
I got you. No, that's pretty funny. So okay, awesome. What about power partners? Do you have any other industries or professionals that you synergize well with?
So I work with Club Pilates down in Fredericksburg. So I kind of do a little bit of sound with them, and then a lot of people have liked my clothing line from there, and I've had some people who've made some purchases as well.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Because a lot of times I'm talking to people that are providing services less than not so much like physical good. So I was just kind of curious how like power partnership worked in that. If maybe there was different things that I hadn't considered before. So interesting. Okay. What advice would you give to a new or aspiring entrepreneur?
Don't give up. Like, even when you feel like it's not happening, you're not seeing what you want to see. A lot of people start business thinking that it's just going to instantly bloom overnight, but it's a lot of hard work and dedication on the backside. So I'd always say if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. So keep pushing, and you can always see your dream come to fruition.
Awesome. Yeah. How was that for you? Going from, the military, obviously there's a lot of structure, there's a lot of security in that, so when you go, I want to go out on my own, I want to do that. Some of us, we have a lot of support, some of us, not so much. What was that for you? Was it something that you're like, I'm doing it no matter what everybody's saying, or did you have a lot of support, or how'd that work out?
I didn't really have any support. I just had a vision and was like, it's all or nothing, because I realized that when you're working a 9 to 5 job, it is very hard to network and promote and do all the things that you're supposed to do behind the scenes. So I definitely took time and just walked away from everything so that I could actually focus on seeing my dream become reality.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's always interesting to kind of see because being an entrepreneur, you have to have a kind of crazy in there to say, I'm going to do something different or better than everybody else in the world. So I was kind of curious, with you, what kind of crazy did that turn into? Where you're like, you know what, this doesn't exist. I have like you said, having trouble finding clothes that match my personality that are going to fit that I can work out with. What was that like?
It was an adventure. At first, I started off just doing like my Reiki and my sound, and then I decided I was like, you know what? Why not have like a rep your chakra or my zodiac? I'm a proud Virgo, so let me represent that for me. And I was doing Pilates classes about twice a week, and I would always see the same old Lululemon and the same old attire, and I was like, I want to be different. Like it makes me feel good to be different because I like to be different, and embrace the difference. So it was definitely kind of like my whole inspiration by doing Pilates and finding a connection between what I do for my services and then bringing it into a product.
Interesting. So, how can fashion be a tool for self expression and empowerment?
I would say by the colors we wear, and sometimes people like the plain, there's nothing on it, very simple, very simplistic. But there are people out there who absolutely love some of the crazier, wild designs or expressions. So if you're definitely into that side of things, like myself, it definitely is a line for anyone interested.
Okay. Then, how can mindful clothing design inspire confidence and authenticity?
Because colors we wear, I actually started doing blogs on my website and how like certain zodiacs and certain parts of us actually it brings out that energy flow a little bit more. So I believe that mindful wearing is actually being aware of what those colors are and how they represent who we are, and then that actually fuels you so that you can go out there and do the best of you, whether it's working out, shopping, whatever it is.
Okay. Is there anything between a Leo and green? Because
A Leo
there's,
in green.
there's a lot of green
Yeah,
on
they're peridot actually. It's kind of like a yellow green. It's very bright. But peridot is that's the true Leo color. Are you a Leo?
it. Yeah, that's why I asked because green and green. So I was just curious. So,
No, absolutely.
what makes wearable art different from traditional fashion?
Wearable art. I don't know. I feel like art in itself, when you go to an art museum, is a beautiful expression of the artist and how they see things and how they're visualizing things to reality. So I think when you're putting it on clothing, it's very fun to see how every person visualizes something very, very different. One of the lines I want to work on is called Rep Your Angel Number. So, and I've been looking at how other artists are doing their collections for that. So, and I find it to be interesting that there's so many different variations, and I want to try to make mine a little bit more unique when I release it.
Okay. And then, the most important question I ask everybody is why you?
Because, like you said, all of the entrepreneurs have a little bit of crazy, and I had a vision, and I definitely wanted to see it come into reality. And I'm grateful for where I am today.
And then when you're looking at your designs and your fashion, what sets you apart from something like a Lululemon or all the other, common ones out there?
The common ones really don't have a lot of decorations or designs on them. Mine typically are favoring like one design on one leg or like just on the arms. So it kind of is very, very different. Divine Bloom is kind of like what I envisioned for a flower and how I would put it on clothing to represent peace and tranquility.
Perfect. And then is there anything that I missed or that I failed to ask that you wanted to add?
Absolutely not. You did a great job. I'm so grateful to just have a moment and be here with you. Thank you.
Absolutely. For those that have more questions, what's the best way they get a hold of you? Where can they find you?
Through my website, I have a contact form on there, or they can schedule free consultations if they have questions.
Perfect. If anybody would like to get a hold of Kimberly, I'm going to put it all in the show notes, so it's super easy to find. Just go click, have the conversation, right? She's the exact same in a one-on-one as she is here, so don't be shy, don't be afraid, reach out. You're gonna have a good conversation, so I can't recommend that more than enough. But other than that, if anybody would like to get a hold of me, you can find me at ikag.me. You can find more episodes, subscribe to our newsletter, and connect with our growing community of awesome people like Kimberly. If you or somebody you know would like to be interviewed, you can also apply on the website. So Kimberly, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate you taking the time, sharing with us. I hope we all take it to heart. Let's go have an awesome day and grow our circles. All right.